Here's Evelyn. Here's Bernard. I had him with me, so you could see. And here's Milton.
Oh, yeah.
This is Milton. And this is his daughter. She is a beauty if ever. She still models clothing in that place.
Really?
She still models. Well, I don't remember her name. That's that sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, Leo Evelyn.
This is Leora?
Yeah.
Where's the...
Which one?
Leora is where?
No, Leora wasn't born yet. I didn't have Leora.
Yeah.
That's Annette, who was in concentration camp.
Okay.
That's her son, he was also assassinated. He was an architect. I have several nephews who are architects for the government. They're architects for the government, and they're what do you call anarchists?
Yeah.
Not anarchists, what they call Bolshevists, what do they call them? They're pro-Russian ideas, you know, which I didn't like. Nice boys that work for the government. Maybe they're not now, but they used to talk to me. When I talked to them, you know, I didn't like the way they talked, you know. And of course, the youngsters, grandchildren, and there's another. She's still living. She's living. She's married and lives in Belgium. Married a Belgian young man. And Evelyn, you know Evelyn, of course. Bernard, you know Bernard.
Now who is this?
And that's Lucian's little boy.
Oh.
This is the architect, right there. And that's a niece. That's her daughter. And that's Suzanne.
Now you say he was killed in the camp?
No, not he was. No, I tell you, he wasn't killed in the camp. They came up to the house, and she was in the camp, and they came up. They lived in a very beautiful place near Champs-Élysées in Paris. The Champs-Élysées, the street that is the name of Champs-Élysées. And the nurse was with him, and she claimed that he was not Jewish, and they knew that he was Jewish. So they shot him right there in the house.
How old was he?
He was a young man. He was going to college. I don't know whether he went to college at that time. I'm not quite sure. But he was a young man, you know. Jean-Jacques was his name. Jean-Jacques. What do they call Canada's boy?
John
Jack or something like that. Two names are like
John.
John. No, this was John Jack.
Oh.
John Jacques.
Uh-huh.
So that's the family at that time. There's no place you can see. My brother. Another brother was killed. He not only was working that day and we couldn't get him, and another sister wasn't down, she was working. Jeanette wasn't down here. She was working. She had a store. She had a place of business.
Mm-hmm.
She was a young girl. She had a business place. They supplied her with merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law, he and my brother supplied her with merchandise. And she had a small store, you know, beautiful clothes. And she wasn't on there. Jeanette. And that's her two children. he runs the business right now. It's his son. He runs the business. And she, I told you, is the model right now.
Oh.
She's 64, she's 65 years old. And she's so beautiful and so well built. She was so pretty that she still is able to model the clothes. Imagine them, youthful clothes. And ask me their names and I forgot.
Well, let's see, it's on the back, it says,
Vivette. Oh, Vivette.
Vivette, and what's that? Is it Reese?
Oh, really?
Really?
Really. He runs the business right now. Beautiful kids, beautiful children. Raised, with governesses and style, beautiful, and so on.
And this is the same picture again of the...
Now, you wouldn't need two of those pictures.
No.
Now, I can take one home because mine is so badly marred, they've been looking at it so much. I'll take it.
Let me get it framed for you.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay. You will get it?
Right.
Okay. It's badly marred. They've been dragging him from one place to another,
I'll have it framed. I'll have a nice...
get a hold of it,
Yeah.
And so, but my darling mother, I've got her in a beautiful frame. I paid $50 for a frame. It's a beautiful frame. Gold leaf.
Yeah.
And my father said, well, they deserved it. They were lovely people. My father and father died very young.
How old?
57. He was operated on gold butters. Trouble, like myself. And he wanted to come home before he was ready. At that time, they didn't have the doctors that didn't know how, even the friends. And before he was healed, he said, no, he wants to get home, And it took him home. He went back and he stayed a couple of days and he went back home and he died. And of course my mother died from all the aggravation, and so I was ready to go with Molly to Europe. I was all packed and ready to go. But she told me that Mother died. I want you to know before you get there. I didn't go. She went. I didn't go. I didn't want to go.
Now, Molly isn't in any of these pictures.
No, she was here. She was with me. She came over. I brought her over. Your dad wanted to send... not your dad, but your grandfather, wanted me to bring over the family here. It was left the children that weren't married. There was a brother who was killed, and a sister who had that business, that she was little, of course, at that time. She was only 8, 9 years going to school over there. And my father and mother, he wanted me to bring them over, so he sent 4 tickets over there. And they held the tickets a long time, and I asked them why not come over? My father's such an artist, such a great artist, all these fine printing, writing, and all that, So, they used to use a lot of trimming, and they had to make all these designs on patterns, They used to cut patterns, the type that he knew was the rage,
Yeah.
And then he made all the designs, on them to be trimmed. So he said, you'll get a good job and you'll make money. You'll probably start a factory here, and they wouldn't come. So they held the money, I guess, for something for the 4 people was about $1,000 or so. so I took that money after I got it back. I lost 25%. I had to lose 25% of the rebate, for the ticket. And I send the money to them so that they go out to at least have a nice summer resort. Some had to go to the mountains, they had a little trouble, what they call asthma trouble, So I said to go on, and at that time things were so cheap. They were going to French school, these children here. I sent them to the French school. He went to school. Milton went to school. Dale stayed with me. And he went to school. They didn't like it because they didn't know the language, And when I used to come to Mademoiselle Martineau was the name of the school. Mademoiselle Martineau. I went to school. So we used to bring him chocolates and, the French chocolates and all kinds of things, but they didn't want to stay at school, I know what the name of the school. They had French names of the school, or the streets of the schools, they had French names. So they went to school. I was there with them about 4 months. No, 3 months. By the time they quit school to get back to school. So there's a story. But I like one picture for myself. I like to get a nice frame on. Can they clean it off and kind of do anything with it?
I think it can be cleaned up. I wanted, like on these, I wanted to leave all the names and everything.
The writing, but you can. Old times. Do you see this?
Yes, I saw them. Couldn't recognize anybody in there. No. I tried to look for your grandmother, but I couldn't.
I had a beautiful family. I had a beautiful family.
Yeah. Are you on there? Are you on there?
Oh, yes. I'm here. So,
you still do, huh? You still do.
I still do until I die.
Yeah.
See what it is.
And to my sister's children, raised beautifully, those two are still living, thank God. He's running the business of the father and uncle, and she is about 64 years old, and she still models. She's a beautiful, beautiful person. She makes us beautiful clothes.
Yeah. She must have still a pretty good figure to be 64 and modeling.
She's 5'8".
Oh my.
5'8".
5'8" and very slim.
Well, the father was 6'4", and the mother was taller than I am, my children.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful children. Well, I'm glad you have them, and